Old Prague Legends. The Prague fortress of Vyšehrad is surrounded by many legends of the deeds of Princess Libuše, about Přemysl, the treasure in Vyšehrad Rock, or about the Devil's Stones. And you can still see the Devil's Stones or also the Devil's Column at Vyšehrad in the orchards near Slavín, which is the tomb of celebrated Czech figures. According to legend, a very devout and honest priest served at the church of St. Peter and Paul at Vyšehrad. But the devil was determined to send a priest to hell at all costs. He tried everything. Once he brought him a beautiful girl to Mass, and another time left him some delicious wine at the rectory. Nothing worked. But one day, the devil was helped by chance. The priest passed a tavern, and the parishioners who liked him called him over to join them. So he sat among them for a while so they would not take offence. The parishioners asked him to play cards as they were one player short. The priest agreed, and the devil grabbed his opportunity. He cast a spell over the cards, ensuring the priest would win every time. The next day, he had to go back to the tavern for a return game. But this time, the devil made sure he'd lost everything and got into debt. This happened every evening. The priest became addicted to cards and began neglecting the parish and church. Because he kept on losing, he even called on the devil for help one day. The devil had waited for this moment. He set up a pact with the priest that he would help him to play cards for 3 years, and after that, the priest would go with him to hell. For 3 years, the priest had not lost even one game. But before the evening of his last day, he realized how bad the contract was he had signed. He fell down on his knees in front of the altar and started to pray to St. Peter. He took mercy on the priest and advised him to ask the devil for a last desperate wish, and sent him for a granite column from St. Peter's temple in Rome. If the devil did not make it sooner than when the priest finished the service, the priest would be saved from hell. The priest called the devil in and then nervously presented him his request. The devil only gave a laugh, and at that was gone that instant. He flew to Rome like lightning. There he simplified his task somewhat and grabbed a column from the first church that came his way. That was the Basilica of Santa Maria in Trastevere, where there is a column missing to this day. The devil turned and sped back with the column, but over Venice, St. Peter peeked out from behind some clouds and knocked the column off the devil's back. The column sank deep into the sea, and it took the devil a long time to recover it. He had just slung it over his shoulder when St. Peter knocked it off again, and then again. By that time, dawn was breaking, and it became clear that the devil would not be able to meet his task on time. He flew to Vyšehrad after Mass ended, and being so beside himself with anger, he hurled the column onto the ground, which smashed into 3 pieces. The priest was saved from hell and never touched cards again in his life. If you go to Vyšehrad on a hot summer's day, you will find the Devil's Stones. If you take a sniff, you will smell hellish sulfur, a reminder of just who brought them here.
Thank you.